it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today on Christmas Eve. But it's still a Tuesday, so it's Top Tip Tuesday day. Whether anybody wants to watch a video about top tips for paper crafting on Christmas Eve, I don't know, but maybe you'll catch up with them later. So you saw my card yesterday using the Tropical Oasis stamp set. Is it Tropical Oasis? No, Timeless Tropical. And the wonderful basket weave 3D embossing folder. These are all new in the mini spring summer catalogue, which runs from the 3rd of January to the very start of June. And I did say that I would show you how I made this little Polaroid frame. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm using the rectangle stitched dies. They are a wonderful set. They've been in the catalogue for a wee while, and I use them a lot. So I'm using two, and they are next to each other size-wise, and obviously you can do this at any size you like. I say obviously, maybe it's not, but you can do it any size you like. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out the larger one, and it may crack, or it may not. No, you don't actually need a full one of these. You just need it to be at least as long as, or slightly longer than you want your Polaroid frame. So it needs to be just a little bit longer than this. I'm not going to do measurements because it really depends on how big you want your Polaroid. So that's the first bit. The second bit, you take the next size down and you lay it inside and pop a cutting plate over the top. And this time we're not going to go all the way through. This bit gets a little bit fiddly, but bear with me. So you start by going a wee bit through, and at this point I just have a look. Yep, that's about right. And then take off your die and decide roughly how square you want it. I mean, you can have it absolutely square. What I have done is I've just marked there, so I know that the short edge needs to line up with that pencil mark. And in fact, you want to come this way around because you want it to be going back into the machine with the uncut bit ahead. Now, that's the long end, so that needs to be the short end going through. So let's pop it on an angle. I put square-ended dies on an angle because they makes it easier to go through the machine. And this is where you just have to guess to a certain degree. So we're going back in. You don't want to go all the way because otherwise you will just die cut. But you want to go far enough that you've completed your square. I'm a little bit shy of completing my square, so I'm going back in with this corner because that's the bit that I'm short on, leading, and then hopefully that is enough. Yes, and then you've got the basis of your Polaroid, but this is too big. So all I'm going to do is, again, I need to come this way around. I normally work from this side, so it's all a bit weird. And then you just line up your die where you want the end to be, and just sometimes it's easier to do it from the back, and it's sometimes even easier if you do it upside down, because then you can see that you are straight. So I'm going to go upside down, except I'm now attaching myself to it. Bear with me, let me just grab a piece of washi tape. It is, after all, what it's there for. So we want to come down I want it to be about there. So let's pop it down, and I'm just going to attach it to the cutting plate, and then top plate on, and you just need to feel that it's gone through and then come back, and then you can take that piece off, and there is your Polaroid. Now you may get a little bit like there, I have a little kind of frayed bit, for want of a better phrase. Let me move my die cutting machine out of the way and show you what I mean. So I've got this bit where I didn't quite line it up straight, so just get your snips and straighten that off. And there we are. There is our little Polaroid. Nice little square. And it's a different size, but all cut from 2 rectangle dies. But we've got the stitching all the way around. Now, obviously, if you've got these layered squares, you can use those, but then you won't get the stitching. And I particularly liked the stitching, so you could, as I say, just substitute for the square. You could substitute an actual square die. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. You're probably not going to be watching it on the 24th of December. But anyway, there we go. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Have a fantastic Christmas. And I will see you on Boxing Day, which for those of you not in the UK, that will be the 26th of December. Thanks a lot. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe, there's a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner. Lots of information will be on my website, which is linked below. Thank you very much indeed, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.